Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Lando from the Snap coming at you with Waiver Wire Week 4. Make sure to comment below if you have specific waiver wire questions, because how much you're going to spend on Chuba Hubbard really depends on what you have and how desperate you need to win. If you have other questions with guys that are available that I didn't mention, comment down below too, and I can help you figure out how much FAAB or priority to spend on these guys. The number one question of the week is going to be Chuba Hubbard, because Christian McCaffrey went down. Now, McCaffrey did not go on IR, so he should be out 2 to 3 weeks. Now, what to spend on a 2 to 3 week rental at the running back position really depends on your team. Generally, I'm going to spend between 10 to 15% of your FAAB on Chuba Hubbard. Once McCaffrey left, Chuba was on for 55% of snaps. He had 11 attempts and 5 targets. So regardless of how he looked, that doesn't matter to me because he will be the main guy in that backfield. Yes, Royce Freeman will be worked in a little bit, and in deeper leagues, Royce might be an ad, but you're really not going to feel comfortable starting him this week. And then even if he has a good week, are you really going to spend much FAAB on Royce Freeman and want to start him in 2 weeks? So that's really the decision. Chuba Hubbard and the Carolina Panthers play Dallas next week. So the matchup's not too bad. And I do think that Chuba Hubbard will be a start and a spot start if you're desperate or if you're the Christian McCaffrey owner. Other notable guys to mention for the running back position is going to be Peyton Barber, Zach Moss, Gio Bernard, and then lastly, like I mentioned, Royce Freeman. Peyton Barber had a really good week, and so did Zach Moss. So if Zach Moss is available on your waivers, they play Houston next week. That's a really good matchup and possibly a really good game script for Zach Moss. I would spend between 5 to 10% on Zach Moss, but he is more of a long-term option at the running back position. So if you really need a running back, maybe you spend a little bit more than you would on Chuba Hubbard, and that should get him on your team. As for the wide receiver position, that's going to be the Buffalo Bills guys to focus on as well. Emmanuel Sanders is available in 26 or 75% of leagues. He's only owned in 26%, and they play the Houston Texans, a really good matchup. Now, the only issue with that is that it needs to be a shootout. The Houston Texans are going to need to score to get all these guys involved. That includes Cole Beasley, Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox, Zach Moss. All these guys, they need to be fantasy relevant. They need the Houston Texans to score. So the game script might not be great for the Buffalo Bills guys, but I still believe that Emmanuel Sanders is a very good ad. He was on the field for 80% of snaps, only 6 targets, 5 receptions, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But he's been targeted consistently since the beginning of the season, while Cole Beasley was only on the field for 66% of snaps, but had many more targets, 13 targets, 11 receptions for 98 yards. He has yet to get in the end zone, but that's not too overly concerning for Cole Beasley. He's a PPR guy and a must-add if he is available. Other wide receivers to consider are Hunter Renfrow, Cordell Patterson, Christian Kirk, Tim Patrick, who saw the majority of the work for Denver, and obviously Cole Beasley is owned in about half of your leagues. Now for the tight end position, I'm looking at Dawson Knox as well. He is owned in only 10% of leagues, but Mike Gesicki is also a very interesting ad. Mike Gesicki had 12 targets and had one of the key receptions at the end of that Dolphins game that eventually went into overtime. Mike Gesicki had 86 yards. So if he's available, if someone dropped him, check to see if Mike Gesicki is available. One of my other favorite tight end ads is going to be Austin Hooper. He only saw 3 targets but got in the end zone. It was a weird game script for Chicago. The Cleveland Browns dominated the entire game. So I am looking to see that Austin Hooper gets more targets and more involved with the offense as long as Jarvis Landry is out. For the quarterback position, lastly, a couple guys I want to mention. Derek Carr is number 1. He is as safe as it gets at the quarterback position. And if you ran out at Justin Fields last week, you might be looking at Derek Carr. His baseline is pretty much 350 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is the baseline for Derek Carr. That's between 20 to 25 points for your team. And if that's what you need, that's what you need. If you're in a deeper league and really struggling at the quarterback position, maybe look at Tyler Heineke. He has a decent floor. and they play Atlanta this week. So he has the best matchup of the available quarterbacks, potentially. Let me know down below if you have other guys available. But Tyler Heineke shows that he can get it done on the ground, through the air, and get those touchdowns. So maybe Tyler Heineke is a deep dive ad if you are desperate. All right, thanks, guys. Make sure to follow us on social media, Snap_Fantasy. Like and subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoy this content. Comment down below. We will get back to every single comment we get. Good luck with your Week 4 waivers and your Week 4 matchups. Goodbye.